Hey, it's Matt from Tradesman Digital Marketing. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through exact match keywords, what they are, the benefits and cons of using them, and where you should use them and what type of campaigns they're best suited for. Now, to start off, what is an exact match keyword? And an exact match keyword defined by Google is a keyword that has the exact same meaning or same intent as the keyword you were wanting to show your ad for. So say we wanted our ads to show for the exact match keyword shoes for men. Google gives us the nice example here. Your ads could show for shoes men, men shoes, men shoe, shoes for a man. All of these search terms have the exact same meaning as our exact match keyword, shoes for men, but our ads wouldn't show for men's tennis shoes, shoes for boys, anything that doesn't have the same meaning or intent, our ads are not going to show for at all. Now, this is excellent for when we want to really dial in a campaign and go after a very specific keyword. It's not great for if we want to expand our account and find new search ideas because it's going to be very limited. That being said, there are a lot of circumstances where using exact match is absolutely wonderful and you'll see excellent results with it. So how do we go about adding exact match to our account? The first thing we do is come over here to our account. We're going to hit on the campaign we want to add our keyword to, which is pool installation. We're going to click on the ad group pool installation. We're going to come over here to keywords, hit search keywords, and then we're going to hit the giant blue plus icon. And the first thing I actually like doing is coming up to the keyword planner. I would open this up in a separate tab so we can go back and forth to it. But you come over here to tools and settings, right click on keyword planner, and then the actual keyword planner will pop up. We can hit discover new keywords. The first thing we're going to do is geo-modify this for Toronto. It's important to geo-modify our keyword planner as it allows us to get accurate data from the city or province or state we want to collect data from. If you don't geo-modify this properly, you're going to get inaccurate data. You're not actually going to know the real cost per click, and you're not going to be able to make effective decisions when it comes to setting a budget. So we're going to geo-modify that for Toronto. We just hit save there, and then we're going to type in what's a fun keyword we could go after. Let's do pool installation companies near me. That's very exact. That's very long tail keyword. Generally, we know exactly what the person would be looking for in that case. And we can just hit get results here. And we're going to come up with a whole bunch of keywords ideas that we could also add as exact match. But this gives us a very good overview if the keyword is even worth going after. If this has absolutely no searches whatsoever, it's just got a line or a zero, it's not really worth going after because why build out an ad group? Why build out a campaign around a keyword that no one is searching for, right? So we have to be very cautious about building out our keywords and making sure people actually search for them because we can build out a massive campaign with a lot of keywords in it, but if no one's searching for it, it really doesn't matter. We're not going to get any results. So it's very important to know your keywords. Make sure you look at it in the keyword planner. Make sure there are searches behind it. And also another thing is to know what they're going for as well. You can see the low range and the high range of top of page bid, meaning how much people are paying to be at the top of page to show their ad. And that gives you a nice little idea of what you can expect to spend when it comes to actual clicks and what your ad budget should be. Now, if we want to add pool installation campaigns near me to our keyword planner, which as we can see here, there's a decent amount of searches for this tiny little area. We can click beside it. This blue check mark will come up. We can add it to an existing campaign, and then we would come over here, select our ad group, select this to exact match, and then add it to our actual campaign. Make sure to actually hit existing campaign here. But I prefer actually adding it manually. I don't know why, it's just preference, and I'm so used to doing it. So what I do is copy this, and we could also copy a few other ones as well. Why not? Let's do that. What we're going to do here is we're going to paste this in here, and then we're going to come over here, paste this in pool builders as well. And then let's do, actually, we already have that one in the account. So let's do swimming pool contractors near me, and there we go. And let's do swimming pool builders as well near me. So we're going to do that. And right now it's in broad match. And there's actually three different types of match types: broad match, phrase match, and exact match. Exact match is the most exact out of all these three. Phrase match essentially will go after the same meaning if it's included in that phrase. And then broad match is anything related whatsoever to that search term. Most of the time, broad match is much too lenient and we don't use it. Phrase match, if we're looking to grow the account, find new keywords, we could definitely use that. Right now, after Google's update, I think it's become a little too lenient, and I really like exact match, and most of our campaigns use exact match now. That being said, what do we have to do to get our keywords into exact match? We're going to have to come over here and add brackets around it. As you can see down here, exact match is brackets, phrase match is parentheses, and broad match, you just leave it like it is. You don't have to add anything around it. And as you can see now, Swimming Pool Builders has brackets around it, and you could add brackets around each and every one of these. My preferred option is actually using a tool called AdWords Wrapper, which I absolutely love. It saves me a whole bunch of time when I'm building out ad groups and keywords, because I don't like manually wrapping these, hitting, like the actual bracket and then, bracket on ad for every single one. It just takes too much time. So what I do is copy all of these. We're going to hit Control C. We're going to come over here to a tool called AdWords Wrapper. Shout out to them. They're fantastic. We're going to paste our keywords in the Enter Keyword section, hit Wrap Keywords, and then we're going to scroll down to Exact Match Keywords. We're going to hit Copy, and then we're going to come over here and paste our keywords again, and they're all wrapped and they're all set for exact match. And once this is done, we can hit save, and our keywords will be added to our campaign. As you can see, all of these are now an exact match. There's a few from previously, but all our new ones are an exact match, and we're good to go. One thing to note about exact match is you still have to go through the search terms each week, find the ones you want to appear for, and then add the ones to the negative list that you don't want to appear for. So what you have to do is come over here to search terms. Yes, exact match is very close to what you want to be matching for, but there are search terms you won't want to appear for, even though they're closely related to your exact match keyword. You come over here to search terms, which will populate after a week or two with all the search terms people actually typed in. You can then pick them and then add them to the negative keyword list. You just hit the blue plus icon. It's the exact same thing, and then you can add it to the ad group or campaign level, whatever you want to do. Now, where should you be using exact match keywords? And my recommendation is service-based businesses mostly. This is really good if you have $0 to even $20,000 in ad spend. You can get away with exact match keywords, and they're going to be very effective, and they're going to generate you a high conversion rate, a low cost per lead, and they're just going to be very, very successful, and I absolutely love using them for service-based businesses. We see the best results with them. That being said, if you have an absolutely massive account, exact match is going to take too much time, and you're not really going to be able to go after every single keyword you want to go to, and I would recommend using phrase match in that scenario. You can also use exact match for e-commerce as well. If you're selling a very small product or a product that only has a few search terms around, I'd recommend using exact match. That way you can build out ad groups and stuff around this product, have a very high conversion rate and a very good profit margin for your actual product you're selling online. If you have a medium to large account, becomes a little bit more difficult. I would recommend moving towards phrase or broad match, more so phrase, because I think broad is still really too lenient. But phrase match, I've seen accounts just having tremendous success with phrase match when it comes to e-commerce. But for service-based businesses, exact match is almost always the way to go. It's absolutely fantastic for them, and I recommend using them for almost every single business out there when it comes to service-based businesses. So if you can get leads over the phone or through email, this is probably the way to go for you, exact match. So that's exact match keywords explained. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about them, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to answer them. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and take care.